I totally love podcasts. I mean, who doesn't? And lately there seems to be no shortage of good ones. From video game podcasts to music to local hotspots, I'm always finding great ones that deliver. And one of the recent ones I discovered is from Jeffrey Hagen and his podcast called Hagen's Alley Podcast. Jeffrey Hagen is an acclaimed author and is well known in the retro gaming community as a creator of these massive books that cover complete libraries of classic systems. I've got a couple of his books. This one is called the Complete SNES Collector's Book and Ultimate Guide. It's a gigantic, hardbound, 630 pages, and has a short review of every game released on the Super Nintendo. This thing is massive and super well done, plus totally high quality. I even have the definitive edition, which has this rad lenticular image on the front that when tilted rotates the image from modern artists' renders of classic game characters and back again to their 8 and 16-bit versions. It's totally cool. As well, I picked up his book called NES Oddities and the Homebrew Revolution that covers all the unlicensed NES games and homebrew games that you could get your hands on. It's super awesome to flip through this book for hours, checking out games I've never even heard of. Also currently in the works for Jeffrey is a big book of hidden gems covering games from all generations of gaming. Anyway, Jeffrey had me on his podcast and we talked for nearly 2.5 hours about all things Twincade, Twincadia, his awesome books, retro gaming, and so much more. And then there's this local podcast called This Podcast is Garbage, named because one of the creators is a garbage man.
That's Ryan Dexter over there,
Yep.
and I am your Captain Andy Reid. Welcome aboard the Love Boat. Sharing the love with us tonight. This guy I met a couple years back, and when I met him, I thought, this is an interesting dude. Definitely an entrepreneur. Knows a lot about the same kind of stuff I like to know about, and then some. And we met under unusual circumstances, in a way. But come to find out, he was opening up this bar arcade in Northwest Indiana. And now we've got bar arcades all over. Like there's a few in Chicago. You know, there's one in the original one is said to be in Brooklyn, and it's actually called Barcade. But we have the owner of Twincade in Griffith, Indiana, and Gigantic Noise Records, Mr. Philip Seidner.
Hey. It's hosted by Andy and Ryan, who have great chemistry with each other and with their guests. I've been a fan and a listener of this podcast since it launched nearly 50 episodes ago, so it was awesome and exciting when they asked me to be on. And I was an arcade collector, and I already had like 30 of the arcade machines in my basement already.
Nice.
So, and you had just bought those from private sellers off like eBay
Craigslist and stuff.
Craigslist, yeah.
Yep. I was always driving somewhere picking up some crazy game.
But so what was it like? You were the arcade lover, and she was kind of like the like dining and booze and craft beer lover kind of. So you just put your two kind of passions together.
Absolutely. If you want to know where all the sick fuckers hang out, it's apparently in the bathroom, because we've had to spray paint or graffiti or do artwork, amazing artwork that Art did here over our bathroom walls to cover up plenty of hate speech and bullshit racism and stuff like that, which is certainly not funny. But every once in a while, there is something funny that's done in here, and it's right here, gotta be this here. Somebody changed baby changing station to say baby hanging station. Classic.